Ladies and gentlemen, there is something inside of you that the world is waiting for. You were not born just to exist. You were created to solve a problem, to fulfill a divine assignment, to leave a mark that generations will never erase. The greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life lived without purpose. Everything in creation has a purpose. The sun was created to shine, the rain to water the earth, the trees to produce oxygen, and the fish to swim. Purpose is not an option, it is the very reason something exists. Nothing in life was made without an assignment, and that includes you. You were not born by accident, nor were you created to wander through life aimlessly. You are a solution to a problem, an answer to a question, and a key to unlocking something in this world that no one else can. When a manufacturer creates a product, they first identify a need. They don't make something and then figure out what it can do. They start with the purpose in mind. The same is true for you. Long before you were born, your purpose existed. You were created to fulfill a specific role that no one else can. Your fingerprint is proof that you are unique. There has never been and never will be another you. That means if you do not fulfill your purpose, the world will forever be missing something only you could provide. Purpose is the original intent for something's existence. If you want to know the purpose of a thing, you must ask the one who created it. A car does not decide it wants to be a boat. A phone does not choose to be a television. Everything was designed with intention. Likewise, you were designed with intention. The challenge, however, is that many people spend their entire lives searching for purpose in the wrong places. They ask friends, society, or even their own feelings to define why they are here. But purpose is not something you invent. It is something you discover. One of the greatest tragedies in life is not death, but a life lived without purpose. There are many people who wake up every morning, go to work, earn a paycheck, and come home. Yet deep down, they feel empty. They have a house, but no fulfillment, a job, but no direction, a life, but no meaning. That is because existence without purpose is just survival. Purpose is what turns existence into life. The cemetery is the richest place on earth. It holds books that were never written, songs that were never sung, inventions that were never created, and dreams that were never fulfilled. Why? Because too many people die full instead of living empty. They take their gifts to the grave, never realizing that their purpose was never for them, it was for the world. So how do you discover your purpose? The first step is to look within. Purpose is not outside of you, it is inside you. What do you love? What makes you come alive? What problem do you feel called to solve? What could you do for hours without getting tired? Your purpose is often hidden within your passion. It is the thing that burdens you, excites you, and drives you. It is what makes you different from others. The second step is to recognize that your purpose is not about you, it is about serving others. True purpose is always connected to impact. A tree does not eat its own fruit, it produces fruit for others. The sun does not shine for itself, it shines for the world. Everything in creation exists to serve. Likewise, your purpose is connected to making a difference in the lives of others. If what you are doing only benefits you, it is not your true purpose. The third step is to commit to developing the gifts inside you. Purpose without development leads to frustration. If a seed is never planted, it will never become a tree. Inside you is the potential for greatness, but potential is useless until it is cultivated. You must invest in your skills, educate yourself, and grow in wisdom. Your purpose is not just what you were born to do, it is what you were born to become. When you discover your purpose, life takes on a new meaning. You no longer live for survival, you live for significance. You wake up with direction, you work with passion, you endure hardship with patience, because you know that everything you experience is shaping you for your assignment. You stop wasting time on things that do not align with your calling. You begin to walk in confidence, knowing that you were created for something greater than yourself. Success is not a mystery. It is not determined by luck, fate, or the opinions of others. Success is a product of discipline and adherence to principles. Every law in creation functions by principles, and when those principles are followed, the result is predictable. The same sun that rises in one nation rises in another. The same gravity that holds you to the ground in one country is the same gravity that works everywhere else. Why? Because principles do not change based on feelings, culture, or personal beliefs. They are fixed, and those who understand and obey them benefit from them. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is the difference between people who dream of success and those who achieve it. Many desire greatness, but few are willing to embrace the process. Discipline means doing what is necessary, even when it is uncomfortable. It means making decisions based on purpose, not convenience. The undisciplined person lives according to emotions. If they feel like working, they work. If they feel like resting, they rest. If they feel like resting, they rest. But discipline is the ability to govern yourself and stay committed to a vision even when it is difficult. Everything in life rewards discipline. There are no shortcuts. Principles are the foundation upon which life is built. A building stands firm because of its foundation. If the foundation is weak, the entire structure collapses. Life is no different. Many people fail, not because they lack potential, but because they build their lives on emotions, opinions, and unstable ideas, rather than on unchanging principles. The principle of hard work, for example, states that you cannot reap where you have not sown. The principle of consistency states that small efforts, repeated over time, lead to great results. The principle of patience states that everything valuable takes time to grow. These laws exist, whether you acknowledge them or not. Success is not an event, it is a lifestyle. It is the result of small, disciplined actions repeated consistently over time. The problem with many people is that they expect immediate results. They plant a seed today and want a tree tomorrow. They start a business and expect overnight wealth. They go to the gym once and expect instant transformation. But life does not work that way. Everything follows a process. The principle of growth states that anything worthwhile takes time to develop. Those who understand this do not quit when results do not appear immediately. They keep working because they know that success is inevitable for those who remain disciplined. One of the greatest enemies of success is inconsistency. Many start well but lack the discipline to continue. They are excited at the beginning, but when challenges arise, they lose momentum. A student who studies only when exams are near will never master the subject. A business person who works only when motivated will never build a sustainable enterprise. A leader who leads only when things are easy will never achieve great impact. Success requires endurance, and endurance comes from discipline. There is no greatness without sacrifice. The principle of success requires that you give up certain comforts in order to gain something greater. The athlete sacrifices sleep to train. The scholar sacrifices entertainment to study. The entrepreneur sacrifices short-term pleasure for long-term reward. The question is not whether you want success. The question is, are you willing to pay the price? Discipline is not just about working hard. It is also about working wisely. Some people exert effort in the wrong areas and wonder why they see no results. They work hard but do not follow the right principles. A person who wants to lose weight but eats unhealthy food every day is violating the principle of health. A person who wants to be wealthy but spends more than they earn is violating the principle of financial growth. Discipline must be aligned with wisdom. People who live by principles do not live in confusion. They do not waste time trying to figure out why things are not working. They know that if they follow the right steps, the right results will follow. The farmer does not question whether the seed will grow. He knows that if he plants, waters, and nurtures it, the harvest is certain. The same is true for life. If you live according to principles, success is inevitable. Life is not measured by how long you live, but by what you leave behind. Many people go through life existing, but never truly living. They wake up, go to work, pay bills, and repeat the cycle until their time on earth ends. But existence is not the same as life. To live is to create impact, to leave something that will outlast you, to ensure that the world is better because you were here. The greatest people in history are remembered not because they lived long, but because they lived effectively. Everything in creation was designed to contribute to the future. A tree does not grow for itself. It provides shade, produces oxygen, and bears fruit for others. A river does not drink its own water. It flows to nourish the land and sustain life. The sun does not shine for its own benefit. It gives light to the earth. Likewise, you were not born to merely exist for yourself. Your life was meant to be a source of influence and transformation for others. Those who understand this principle live with a different mindset. They do not focus only on survival, they focus on significance. There are two types of people in this world: those who consume and those who contribute. Some people live only to take from the world. They spend their lives chasing personal comfort, accumulating wealth, and seeking pleasure, with no thought of what they will leave behind. Others live with a sense of purpose, understanding that their time is limited and that every moment should be invested in something greater than themselves. These are the people who build legacies, and their names are remembered long after they are gone. Legacy is not about wealth, it is about impact. Many people think that leaving a legacy means leaving behind money, property, or businesses. But true legacy is not in what you leave for people, it is in what you leave in people. The most valuable inheritance you can give is wisdom, principles, and a vision that outlives you. Some of the wealthiest people in history have died without leaving a lasting impact, while others who had little in material wealth have left an imprint on humanity that will never fade. The question is not how much time you have. The question is what you are doing with the time you have. Some people live for 80 years but never make a difference. Others live for 30 years and change the course of history. It is not the length of your life, but the depth of your impact that determines your legacy. Every day that you are alive is an opportunity to build something that will last beyond your lifetime. A life without legacy is like a river that dries up before reaching the ocean. It flows for a while, but leaves no lasting effect. Those who live only for themselves will one day be forgotten. But those who invest in people, build communities, and create value for future generations will be remembered forever. What you do daily determines the kind of legacy you will leave. The seeds you plant in others, through your words, actions, and choices, will determine how you will be remembered. Every great leader, thinker, and innovator who changed the world did not do so by accident.